Today we're going to go over a 2-round rookie mock draft that was sent to me. We're going to roast some of the picks. We're going to go over some of the players. We're going to go over the values. But let's go ahead. Let's get this started at the 101. You have a good idea who this is going to be. It's Bijan Robinson from Texas. Don't see him slipping in any drafts whatsoever. Catches the ball out of the backfield. Generational talent-esque. 5-star recruit out of high school. Productive at a young age, and went off throughout his entire collegiate career. Bijan Robinson is locked and loaded. At the 102, of course they're going quarterback. They're going with Bryce Young, quarterback from Alabama. This dude's got a quick mental processor. He's accurate, throws it downfield with accuracy, and is going to be one of the top quarterbacks selected. To the 103, and we're not going quarterback. They're going wide receiver here with Jackson Smith-Njigba from Ohio State. Very nuanced player with good hands. Very productive in 2021. We didn't get that in 2022 due to injury. But nonetheless, one of the top wide receiver prospects in this year's class. To the 104 pick, the fourth player off the board. Going back to quarterback. And it's C.J. Stroud from Ohio State. Dude's accurate downfield and can push it. Will be the 101, 102 quarterback off the board. And now we're going back to the running back well here at the 105 spot. And here they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs from Alabama. Dude can catch the ball in the backfield. He's electric. Been solid at Georgia Tech and Alabama. So good spot for him. And not a quarterback next at the 106. And that's Jordan Addison from USC. Dude was very productive. So productive, you got Kenny Pickett drafted in the first round. Very nuanced, sticky hands, good ball skills. Should be drafted in the first round as well. 107 now, and we are going with quarterback here. Anthony Richardson from Florida. Dude is hyper athletic, big bodied. He's got a rocket of an arm. Downside's pretty big considering he had limited experience at the quarterback position at the college level. But let's wait and see. Let's see where he goes in the draft. And then at 108, we got Will Levis from Kentucky. Dude's got a cannon of an arm. You're seeing it at the pro day. 70-some yards in the air with that cannon. And also a first rounder. 109, we got another wide receiver coming off the board here. And it's Quentin Johnston from TCU. Big physical wide receiver. Good after the catch. Everything's been standard so far. This pick here at 110 is pretty standard as well. Zach Charbonnet from UCLA. Big banger back. Can catch the ball in the backfield. Has production. High-end pedigree coming out of high school. Then going to the 111, we got Josh Downs from North Carolina. Very nuanced slot receiver. Smaller guy, but has been productive. Good breakout age. Productive throughout his career. Finishing up the first round at the 112. We kind of got a sneaky surprise here, but might not be if their landing spot's just right. And that's Devin Achane, running back from Texas A&M. Dude's hyper athletic. Got speed. A little bit smaller. Needs to go in the right situation. Needs volume. But again, Draft Capital's going to tell us what to do with him. So to recap the first round, Bijan Robinson went off the board first, followed by Bryce Young, then Jackson Smith-Njigba. Then we had C.J. Stroud, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jordan Addison, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, Quentin Johnston, Zach Charbonnet, Josh Downs, and Devin Achane. One thing you can say is they let the tier 2 of quarterbacks kind of slip down the board a little bit. They were up on the running backs and wide receivers here a little bit more, and the quarterbacks did not really get held to that super flex premium, which they did, but they did not stick to it by letting them just go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 off the board. They just let them fall, and they picked the wide receivers and running backs in between. Not 100% basic, but also pretty standard as well when you're looking at the picks. Not many surprises coming off the board in the first round. Let's look at round 2 here. Let's grade this. This is when things get crazy. This is when the roasting's going to happen. So starting off with the 201 here, drafted Kayshon Boutte from LSU. One of my favorite wide receivers. I really want to see where he goes in the draft. Then at 202 is Zay Flowers from Boston College. Should not let him slip out of the first round. He's a first-round guy. At 202, that's a big-time discount. And then at 203, another quarterback, and that's Hendon Hooker. Of course, this is super flex premium. Might be a little heavy there. might be a little heavy there, but we gotta look and see where he lands in the draft. That might escalate things, but right now, you're just waiting. You're oscillating between him. 204, Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee. This might be the right spot for him, actually, but if he goes in the first round, he's going to flirt with the first round at least. At 205, then we have Michael Mayer at Notre Dame. Overpriced here, overdrafted him considering we got a lot of running backs on the board. Tight end position is something you can make up in the second round later, even if he hits a little bit during his rookie season. Guess what? You can just buy him with another second round pick, but you got all these running backs here. The opportunity cost is pretty big. 206, speaking of running backs, here comes the run. Zach Evans from Ole Miss, hyper-athletic running back prospect. Draft guy was going to matter due to these running backs being diluted because there's so many of them in this year's draft. Also, this guy's got pop. He can catch the ball in the backfield. Could be a big-time get in rookie drafts this year. At 207, we got a banger back here, and that's Tank Bigsby from Auburn. I do not want to miss out on him, especially at this value. 208, a lot of people love this guy, and it's Tyjae Spears from Tulane. This guy's got incredible tape. Blew up at the end of the year, had a big game against USC, looked solid at the Senior Bowl, posted good athletic metrics, especially with the burst score. 209, we're going with tight end here, Dalton Kincaid from Utah, one of the best tight ends in the class. Still might be a little bit pricey for tight end right now, considering what's left on the board. At 210, they let this guy fall. We see him in the first round in some mocks. Sean Tucker from Syracuse. I'm seeing him fall 208, 209, 210 in a lot of mock drafts here that are coming my way. 210 is very cheap. He should not have fell this far. Some guys are FOMOing over some rumors and whatnot. This is very cheap. And 211, we got another cheap running back. Should not be falling this far. Should not be. And that's Kendre Miller from TCU. This guy's got size. He is very explosive. Come back from that injury. Hasn't been able to test or anything this offseason. People have been forgetting about him. But man, he's not a guy to let slip to 211. More 205, 201. Flirt with the first round until we figure out that draft capital. 212, another wide receiver slipping here. And we got guys going in the third round. 212, Marvin Mims from Oklahoma. 4.3 speed, good breakout age, good metrics, everything you want. Good discount for a wide receiver. A little bit slight in the 180-pound range, but still, at this price, it doesn't really matter. In the third round here, after this, you're getting a lot of good running backs still on the board. Israel Abakanda is still on the board. You're getting some good running backs after this. Third round rookie picks, especially 301, 302, 33, 304-ish, are good value. And then that's a good spot after that or somewhere around there to get your tight end. To recap the second round right now, 201, we start off with Kayshon Boutte, then Zay Flowers, then for some reason Hendon Hooker, Jalen Hyatt after that, Michael Mayer, when there was running backs on the board, Zach Evans, Tank Bigsby, Dalton Kincaid, kind of fine, but a little overpriced considering there's running backs on the board because Sean Tucker, Kendre Miller, and then Marvin Mims. And then the third round of this draft, it's going to be solid. I wish I was in the third round. I wish this third round was my draft because I would be loving it. I'd be doing whatever I could to trade up for that 301, 302. I'd be doing whatever I could to get up there. Because that 301, 302, 303 is looking pretty sexy. May not be sexy after the landing spots, but man, if some drafts end up like this, with some guys leaking into the third round, even though they got like top tier day 3 draft capital, there's a difference between a 4th round pick and a 7th round pick. There's kind of a big difference there. I'm still going to be wanting to be in the 301, 302 range because I know running backs at this draft are more talented than what we've seen in previous drafts, and those later guys, I still want to take some shots on them because they could still climb depth charts, especially if they're guys I like, which is a lot of them. So I just want to spray and pray on running backs. But this is the mock draft. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You better smash that subscribe button. Third video today. Can I make it 4? Maybe. If not, I'm going to get you a lot tomorrow. I want to thank you for watching, though. Catch you on the next one.